Welcome back. Today, we're diving into the global chip war. Those tiny semiconductor chips power everything from phones to smart fridges and have become the epicenter of a global struggle for technological dominance. Think of it like the Cold War, but with microchips instead of nukes. It's a war fought in labs, factories, and government boardrooms. By the end of this video, you'll have a new appreciation for these tiny silicon wonders. Let's appreciate the stars of the show semiconductor chips. These tiny squares of silicon power virtually every aspect of our modern lives. From smartphones to advanced medical devices, chips are the invisible force driving it all. Despite their importance, most people don't give much thought to these technological marvels. Let's uncover the stories behind their creation and the ongoing battle for their control. Picture the 1940s. Room-sized computers filled with vacuum tubes. These early machines were clunky and unreliable. Enter the transistor, a tiny device that could amplify or switch electronic signals, changing the course of history. The invention of the transistor in 1947 at Bell Labs was a watershed moment. Suddenly, the possibilities seemed endless. The transistor's potential took years to be realized. William Shockley founded Shockley Semiconductor Laboratory in 1956, marking the birth of Silicon Valley. His company wasn't a success, but his employees founded Fairchild Semiconductor in 1957. Fairchild pioneered the integrated circuit, combining multiple transistors onto a single chip. This breakthrough paved the way for powerful and affordable computers. The integrated circuit was a game changer. Silicon Valley became the epicenter of this technological revolution. Companies like Intel and Texas Instruments pushed the boundaries of what was possible. The semiconductor industry became a global phenomenon. A fierce battle for chip supremacy was about to begin. In the 1970s, Japan emerged as a challenger to the US in the semiconductor market. Japanese companies invested heavily in research and development. They targeted the memory chip market, producing high-quality chips at lower costs. Japanese companies captured a significant share of the market. This forced American companies to rethink their strategies. Japanese companies flooded the market with high-quality, low-cost memory chips. American companies struggled to adapt to the intense competition. The memory chip wars highlighted the importance of manufacturing efficiency and cost control. The US saw the semiconductor industry as a matter of national security. The stage was set for a government-led response. In 1987, the US formed Sematech, a consortium of major semiconductor companies. The goal was to revitalize the American semiconductor industry. Sematech focused on pre-competitive research and advanced manufacturing technologies. This collaborative approach helped American companies catch up to Japanese rivals. It demonstrated the power of collaboration in tackling complex challenges. The semiconductor industry became a focal point of trade tensions between the US and Japan in the 1980s. The US accused Japan of unfair trade practices. Trade negotiations aimed at addressing the trade imbalance. The semiconductor trade wars highlighted the strategic importance of the industry. The battle for chip supremacy was entering a new complex phase. A new breed of chip companies emerged in East Asia, pure-play foundries. Companies like TSMC focused solely on manufacturing chips designed by others. This separation of design and manufacturing had several advantages. It fueled the growth of fabless design companies and drove innovation. Taiwan and South Korea emerged as key players in the global chip market. Morris Chang, founder of TSMC, is a true icon of the tech world. Chang's career path was extraordinary, leading to the creation of TSMC. With government support, Chang built TSMC into a global powerhouse. TSMC's success transformed Taiwan into a high-tech powerhouse. Chang's vision inspired a new generation of entrepreneurs and engineers. While Taiwan focused on foundries, South Korea's Samsung aimed to dominate both memory and logic chips. Samsung's rise in the memory chip market was meteoric. The company also invested in developing its own line of logic chips. Samsung's dual-pronged approach made it a formidable force. The semiconductor industry became increasingly complex, with companies competing across multiple product categories. The rise of Taiwan and South Korea as semiconductor powerhouses had profound geopolitical implications. These small nations, located in a strategically important region, found themselves at the center of a global battle for technological dominance. Taiwan, with its world-leading foundry industry, became a critical supplier of chips to companies all over the world, including those in China, the United States, and Europe. This made Taiwan a linchpin in the global tech supply chain, but also a potential flashpoint in regional tensions, particularly given its complex relationship with mainland China. South Korea, with Samsung as its semiconductor champion, faced similar geopolitical challenges. Its proximity to North Korea and its rivalry with Japan added further layers of complexity to its position in the global semiconductor landscape. The strategic importance of Taiwan and South Korea's semiconductor industries made them both targets and beneficiaries of geopolitical maneuvering. The United States, seeking to maintain its technological edge and counter China's growing influence, strengthened its ties with both countries, recognizing their vital role in the global chip supply chain. The sleeping dragon awakens. China's semiconductor ambitions. For decades, China watched as the US, Japan, Taiwan, and South Korea battled for semiconductor supremacy. This began to shift in the 21st century as China realized the strategic importance of semiconductor independence. The Chinese government embarked on an ambitious plan to develop a world-class domestic semiconductor industry. This top-down approach aimed to rapidly close the technology gap with the West. The sleeping dragon of the chip industry was awakening, and the world took notice. In 2015, China unveiled its ambitious Made in China 2025 plan, a comprehensive industrial strategy aimed at transforming the country from a manufacturing giant into a global technology superpower. This ambitious plan identified 10 key sectors for strategic development, with semiconductors occupying a prominent position. The Made in China 2025 plan set ambitious targets for achieving self-sufficiency in semiconductor production, reducing reliance on foreign companies, and becoming a global leader in cutting-edge chip technologies. The plan called for massive investments in research and development, talent acquisition, and the creation of national champions capable of competing with global industry leaders. While the Made in China 2025 plan initially received significant international attention, China later downplayed its significance, partly due to pushback from the United States and other Western countries concerned about China's growing technological prowess. Nevertheless, the plan's core objectives remained unchanged, and China continued to pursue its semiconductor ambitions with unwavering determination. The Made in China 2025 plan, with its focus on semiconductor self-sufficiency, represented a turning point in the global chip war. It signaled China's determination to become a major player in the industry and challenged the long-standing dominance of the United States and its allies. The race for chip supremacy had entered a new, more intense phase. China poured resources into its semiconductor ambitions, with companies like Huawei and SMIC leading the charge. Huawei, known for its smartphones and 5G tech, became a symbol of China's rise. Through HiSilicon, Huawei developed cutting-edge processors. SMIC focused on manufacturing, playing a crucial role in chip fabrication. Despite lagging behind TSMC and Samsung, SMIC made significant strides. Huawei and SMIC embodied China's determination in the semiconductor industry. The tech Cold War heats up US-China tensions escalate. China's semiconductor ambitions led to heightened tensions with the United States. The US implemented measures to curb China's chip ambitions. Huawei was placed on a trade blacklist, restricting its access to American technology. This move highlighted the vulnerability of Chinese companies reliant on American technology. These actions signaled a new era of technological decoupling between the US and China. All right, folks, we've covered a lot of ground from the invention of the transistor to the rise of China's chip ambitions. But why are chips so important? Chips are everywhere. They're the invisible force driving the digital world, powering everything from smartphones to servers. Our lives are intertwined with chip-powered devices. Each action relies on semiconductor chips. Chips are essential for critical infrastructure. In essence, chips are the lifeblood of the modern world. The importance of semiconductor chips extends far beyond their role in consumer electronics or even critical infrastructure. In today's interconnected world, chips have become strategic assets, akin to oil or precious metals, with the potential to influence global power dynamics and shape the balance of power. Control over chip production gives countries leverage in several key areas. Economically, it translates into control over a multi-trillion-dollar industry and the ability to influence global supply chains. Technologically, it enables leadership in cutting-edge fields like artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and next-generation telecommunications. Militarily, advanced chips are essential for developing sophisticated weapon systems, surveillance technologies, and cyber warfare capabilities. In an era of increasing geopolitical competition, the ability to design and manufacture advanced chips has become a crucial determinant of national security and strategic influence. The realization that chips are more than just components in our gadgets has fueled the global chip war. Countries are investing heavily in domestic chip production, enacting protectionist policies, and forging strategic alliances to secure their access to these vital technologies. The chip war is not just about economic competition or technological superiority, it's about national security, geopolitical influence, and the future of the global order. The outcome of this struggle will have far-reaching consequences for decades to come. As we move deeper into the 21st century, artificial intelligence, or AI, is at the forefront of innovation. From self-driving cars to advanced medical diagnostics, AI is transforming our lives. This revolution is powered by advancements in semiconductor technology. Specialized AI accelerators provide the immense computational power needed. Companies like NVIDIA, Google, and Intel are leading the development of these chips. AI's impact on industries is profound, from healthcare to transportation and finance. The race to develop powerful AI chips is a critical battleground in the global chip war. Quantum leap, the next frontier in computing. While AI is significant, quantum computing is the next revolution. Quantum computers use qubits, representing multiple states simultaneously. This enables them to solve problems exponentially faster. They could revolutionize cryptography, material science, and drug discovery. Quantum computers could break current encryption methods. They could simulate molecular interactions with precision. Building practical quantum computers is a challenge. It requires extreme cooling and shielding from noise. Companies like IBM, Google, and Rigetti are leading this research. The global race. Who controls the future? Who will control the future of semiconductor technology? Countries and companies vie for dominance in AI, quantum computing, and other emerging technologies. The United States remains a powerhouse in the semiconductor industry. Growing competition from China, Taiwan, and South Korea reshapes the global landscape. Taiwan's TSMC and South Korea's Samsung are critical players in the chip race. Geopolitical tensions and supply chain vulnerabilities add complexity to the global race. The outcome will shape global economic power and technological leadership. The chip war is far from over. The chip war, a never-ending story, from the dawn of the transistor to AI and quantum computing, all thanks to these tiny but mighty chips. It's been a wild ride, full of drama, innovation, and geopolitical tension. This chip war is far from over. It's a constantly evolving saga, with new chapters being written as we speak. Who will be the key players in the next decade? Stay chip-informed, my friends. So, the next time you pick up your smartphone, fire up your laptop, or even just turn on your smart TV, take a moment to appreciate the incredible complexity and geopolitical significance packed into those tiny little chips. Remember, This isn't just about gadgets, it's about the future of technology, the global balance of power, and the very fabric of our increasingly digital lives. That's it for today's deep dive into the chip war. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more tech explorations, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads. And hey, if you have any thoughts on the chip war, predictions for the future, or maybe just want to geek out about semiconductors, drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay chip